Happy Chainsaw Man Day! We are back yet again for more live reactions with me, the Breakmaster, doing Chainsaw Man chapter 195 this time. 195! Welcome in. As you already know, go to Shonen Jump. You can read it there. It is free. You can live react with me, or if you already read the chapter, hush, don't say nothing. Just see how I react to it, and then we can discuss the chapter afterwards, because that's what we do. And apparently, this chapter is apparently good, because Deso's telling me it is a good chapter. All right? This should be good. I'm just going to say right now, predictions, like we were talking about last week. She's like, oh, I'm going to point the gun finger. She ain't going to use it. I know for a fact she won't. I'm tired of Fujimoto giving us these little twists and turns, and they mean nothing. All right? So she's probably going to shoot something else. I don't know. But a discussion should happen because Asa is there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right? So something should go on. There has to be a conversation. At least I'm assuming that's going to happen in this chapter, which is why I named it this. So I'm guessing. But this is the best guess I got. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. All right? Let us go ahead and get into the reaction. All right? Welcome in, though, Dessa. Welcome in. The heck is it like this? Whatever. Chainsaw Man, chapter 195. Kill Me Tears. Well, so somebody, given how the chapter title is, because again, chapter title usually refers to what's actually going on in the chapter. So it's gonna be a lot of crying because Kill Me Tears. So tears, people are gonna be crying. It's gonna be sad. The Kill Me part is like what? I mean, I don't see Denji. I mean, because I don't think Denji can die. So like, is this refer to like to Asa? I'm assuming, given the Kill Me part. But then it's like, again, I don't want to see that happen. If that's the case, all right. You got more Asa X Denji. They better, all right. They need moments. I need to see why they like each other in the first place. And everything, all that bombshell that happened before all of this with Yoru and what she said to Denji. And when it comes to Asa's feelings towards him, like, that has to happen. But Big Whoa, welcome in. Welcome in. I managed to kick Yoru out for now. Asa? Is she about to shoot herself? No, she ain't doing it. I can't. I'm scared. I can't do it myself after all. So she can't blow her own brains out, basically. Okay. Excellent chapter for Asa. Good. Maybe some of the Asa haters can stop hating on Asa and realize that she's the real main character that be holding it down since day one. A part two. Part two has officially has to pass part one. Interesting, really. Maybe he's trying to double it. Maybe he's trying to double the length. Who knows? Welcome in, though, Gustav. Could you not point at me anymore? Damn it. Denji, please. Kill me. Or I'll kill you. But yeah, all right, but like, you're already struggling just to even shoot yourself, man. You ain't about to do nothing either, also. I mean, I understand the feeling and the emotions here. I mean, apparently Yoru must be a real problem that she's now saying this to begin with. I mean, maybe she needed some more inner thoughts and really think about, like, go over all this and realize Yoru is not your friend. Yoru is still, in fact, a devil. And devils do what devils do. And what those devils be doing is some devilish things. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we kind of forget about that sometimes. And Asa, I felt like, was very naive in this situation here. But apparently, after all that death and destruction that she was able to cause with her own hands, this is why this switched up on her in the first place. Because she's like, I can't keep knowingly doing this. So I gotta be stopped. And if you don't stop me now, there might not be a time to stop me later, is the thing here. Then 220 is my prediction. Maybe 250 if we are lucky. I'll probably reach more towards the 250 mark, honestly. We're at, what, 195, right? So I'll probably say maybe the 250 mark would probably be more accurate. Given how the pacing is for Chainsaw Man, I like to think we'll be more ahead when this gets done, when it comes to part 2 anyways. And that's if we have a part 3. We keep talking about, like, there's going to be another part or something, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Say what? Yoru's thinking something crazy. Beating the Death Devil won't solve anything. Yoru's planning something even worse. That humanity's extinction. Oh, really now? Oh, really? So, it's so bad I don't even want to say it. Please, if If you don't kill her right now, it'll be disastrous. You serious? I'm serious. Then why are you pointing that thing at me? Because I don't have the guts to shoot myself, obviously. There was never any way I could be friends with the devil. I was an idiot to get duped. Like I just said, like, I don't know what the heck you were thinking in the first place, also. I mean, she has big ambitions, and those ambitions ain't about being friends with a human being. Like, come on. Look, Pochita is an outlier, all right? Pochita is an outlier. I don't know why that man's like the way he is and why he freaking loves Denji as much as he does, all right? But he's an outlier. There's no other devil like this man, all right? Like, no. Yes, also, hello. Welcome in. It's worse than death. Double death? I mean, there are things worse than death, if you really think about it. What if you're in a never-ending existence of suffering? That's actually worse than death. Like, you're always suffering all the time, 24/7, 365. Just pure torture. That's worse than death. There are things worse than death here. Welcome in, Ting! What's up? Let me see, 2026 for sure, though. Maybe? Maybe? I can see that. 2026, maybe like early 2026, I can see that. I also said Yoru wants something worse than human extinction back when she declared she would make Chainsaw Man throw up nukes, so her goal might be to delete all life, human, cats, and other... I mean, that sounds very warlike if you think about it. I mean, if you want your nukes eradicate everything. You can't... Once a nuke hits that freaking ground, everything's gone. And that's not just the life form on it. It's even the plants. Like, you can't grow on that soil anymore. There's no food that can be grown on that land. That, like, the land is ruined at that point. So, like, yeah, that sounds about right. She is the war devil, and Yoru has other grand ambitions that are even worse than what we're seeing right now. This is, again, pure suffering. This is not even, like, one of those situations... Like, there's a lot of references, because, you know, people have used nukes in past time, during war times, and the ramifications of that are still felt to this day. They're still felt to this day. So they're nothing to play with. With theories, I look forward to hearing what you got when it comes to your brain. Restitution is servitude, meaning you might want to slave humanity to lose their will and being a forever war. I mean, that can also be the case too. Again, still suffering. You're still out here fighting all day, every day. 365, no breaks. Like, man, I would not want to live in that world. Like, this world already is very hard to live in. And then you gonna tell me you're gonna be in that? Nah. Get the crap out of my face. Nah, we ain't doing that. I think you could be friends. Denji, stop. You don't know. We can't. That's why I'm asking you to kill us. Are you gonna kill me or you wanna die? This man picked up a chair. Oh, the steel chair. Why you dodging? You say you want to die. Look, then you're like, I bet then. I guess I got to do what I got to do. Y'all here throwing steel chairs at her. Huh? Murderer. You asked for this. Asa, please. What do you want? You're only going to confuse the man even more. He's already in like a very confused state as it is. Like, this man don't know what's going on half the goddamn time. You're not helping the situation by sitting like, oh no, murder me. Wait, murderer. Like, what? Her dog in the chair proved that she doesn't really want to die. Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, of course you don't want to die. But at the same time, it's like, you know the problems that are going to lie in the situation with Yoru. Unless you can find a way to, like, subdue Yoru, make her a friend of yours, or something along those lines. You gotta go. All right, look, this is what I was saying before. My theory from way back when. I told you at the end of the day, because everybody kept complaining about, oh, it's Asa the main character, yada yada. I kept saying that at the end of the day, Asa gonna have to die. I've said this since day one. As much as I love Asa, like, at some point that's gonna be the situation here. All gas, no brakes. All right, exactly. Yeah, full raw and try to exactly. Proving to her that she doesn't really want it. That's also very true, yeah. Eat chair, sucker. Chair devil is now part of the Chainsaw Man world, not the chair devil. See, now she's afraid of it. So that's why that devil's gonna appear and be like, who used my chair? Huh? You told me to kill you. Agonize a little longer. I'm not mentally prepared. It's like, so you want him to sit there and be like, oh, no, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want you to die. What am I supposed to do without you? Oh, like, what you supposed to do that? What are we talking about? Like, why is she so bootleg? I can't wear her. God dang it. When I die, I come back to life, and I'm still never ready for it. Very true. Somebody who can only kick the bucket once can never be mentally prepared to die. Yo, hold on. Yo, no, he really did do that for. Oh, he was. Like I said, see, these are moments right here. Denji's like literally thinking. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that introspective thought. This man out here freaking talking. He's talking facts. He's like, you don't want to die. That's why I did that chair shot. I wasn't gonna hit you in the first place, but I knew you were gonna dodge because I know you ain't ready to die. I died many a times. It ain't fun. I was put in a box in pieces, and then I got put back together. Come on. I like that, though. I like that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Denji. This is what I keep saying. Denji has grown as a character. These are moments right here that I keep saying because he has these smart ideas or just the smart way of going about some stuff sometimes. And I want to hold on to hope that this man ain't completely lost in the sauce when it comes to his freaking sexual urges, okay? Because stuff like this is what I see that Denji can become, okay? Like, god dang it. It doesn't work for me, brother. God dang it. Not the Hulk Hogan effect. It could be one of the 7 alternatives to death that is worse than death. Wait, what are the 7 alternatives? I need you to explain that one thing. I don't think it was simply him obeying a woman's order again. It was him showing her that she doesn't want that. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's the fall devil. Also goes back to her default of thinking herself as weak and wanted to be deleted. There was opposite, complete self-confidence. And, oh yeah, that's part of the reason why they're together in the first place. They are two complete opposite characters, which is why they're clashing as much as they do. But that's why they work so well together at the same time. That's called back to Denji sitting back with Konami at the end of part 1. This time Denji consoled Asa, Konami consoled. That's very true, because, he was also down in the dumps at that point, and then, Konami was like, I got you, and start talking to this man, telling facts, all right? Makima talked about them, remember, yeah, Makima talked about the 7 alternative deaths that Kuchida. Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did say something along those lines. I forgot about that. I mean, I don't remember the exact, what are the other alternatives exactly, though? I can't remember what they were. Go back to the city mouse versus country mouse scenario. Also, is the country mouse taking no risk and not thinking high of herself or too much confidence. And very true. That is, yeah, I mean, it does go back to that whole thing, actually. Good callback, Ghost have. Good callback. And now they're sitting next to each other. And, why is Denji looking like that? I'm kind of confused on that one. A bunch of people died because of the devil inside me. I don't want anyone else to die because I can't speak up. But you're still afraid to die, right? I got a great idea. Oh? What you got? Let's think about all the unpleasant stuff after I murderize the death devil. Right now, we're having fun. Only think about blasting through that. I mean, that's just avoiding the inevitable. Yo, this is about to be a whole thing, isn't it? Like, I see this, I can see where we're going. I'm telling you, she's gonna end up having, sacrifice herself or something along those lines, and then she's gonna have this eraser. This is what's about to happen here. That's about to happen here. I see it. Can she do it, though? Okay, we went back to school all of a sudden. She's pointing up at the building. I mean, no one's over there, right? She shouldn't. I mean, I don't know how much power she has because Asa's doing it. This better not actually hit the students because, this would be freaking stupid. I'm concerned a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Death by chair, Smackdown. Come on, go staff, please. We'll never figure out what they were because they were. Yeah, they're all a race. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they said what they were and things. That's why I was like, I don't know what they are, but I mean, there is that. There's so much lore and it's a lot of small undertones that I'm not gonna lie, we all kind of forget, and we always got to go back to recall some of these things because you're gonna bring them back because this could be what we're talking about is worse than death, and maybe that could be also part of the prophecy. Who knows? You sure got it rough moving to Tokyo now of all times. In the class next door, over half the students evacuated. They got more empty seats than students. Yet the city's pushing us. Why would the city push y'all to still do the school festival? Yeah, it is ridiculous. What? So where's the mayor, can you walk outside real quick? That's all I ask. Go get some groceries real fast. I'm gonna see how long you last outside. Cause like, what? Are you even in the city? Like, do you not know what's going on right now? Like, it makes no sense to me. This is what I'm saying. Because like, even the kids are sitting there like, I don't understand why we're doing this. I can't. I freaking. Welcome in, Quest. Welcome in. Worse than 24/7, 47. Oh my God, not 7-Eleven. Reverse Manga this time is gonna end with Denji eating somebody that loves him. Wait, it's gonna end with Denji eating somebody that loves him. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I read it wrong at first, but yeah, basically, man, the city has gone full. That's what I'm saying. It's like, are you not seeing what's going on right now? Like, I don't, like, how can you live? How can you even do anything? Like, what are we talking about? I mean, that's also true. They could be control. Fun fact: adults has average 20 bones in one hand. Fate worse, break them one by one into tiny pieces, go up to the arms. Those bones are really long and breakable. Yeah, because you know all this. Okay, yeah. Because I'm like, why you know all that? That's very almost a deranged thought to have, Grace. You know, I might have to, you know, you might be on the watch list at this point once you say something like that in a chat. You know what I'm saying? You can't be saying all that. Like that's kind of dangerous, all right? Welcome in, Grace and Quest. Excuse me. Hey, folks, sorry to interrupt. Got a transfer student here. Oh, what do you mean a transfer? Whatever, all right. A transfer to introduce. All right, transfer. Go ahead and introduce yourself. This is the Death Devil, isn't it? You got a new random transfer student? Man, what is this? I'm the new transfer student. So this is sudden, but I'm here to save you guys. Are you? Because, like, I'm looking at your eyes. You're definitely deaf because you ain't tricking me. Because, like, all the eyes, when it comes to them, you got the little swirly thing going on there. So, like, I'm assuming you're the last sister. Granted, why are you saying you're here to save? Is Yoru that big of a problem that she's actually the Nostradamus prophecy? Is this the bait and switch that we're seeing right now? What's going on here? Also, interesting design. I mean, it's funny enough, she kind of looks like family just a bit, but I mean, that's also because of the school outfit and everything. But she's very, like, she looks very unkept. I will say that much. But interesting. Death can also be mercy. Yes, yeah, very true. Because like death isn't always bad. I know that sounds so bad to say, but like no, seriously, like death isn't always. It shouldn't always be deemed as a bad in that sense, because there are like those mercy things that kind of go on given certain circumstances, right? Because again, people suffer, and sometimes it's harder to live through because you're not even living at that point. Because some people, you know, they be struggling and they can't do nothing at that point, and some rather have that go on, or you know, because like this is a very dark topic. That's I don't know if I can talk about this too much on YouTube as I think about it, but like I said, there's things worse than death. That's all I'm gonna say. I just like I don't want to get banned on freaking YouTube for talking about these kind of like darker subjects. You know what I mean? So we'll see. The Bucky fiend. Wait, is that what y'all was talking about? Ain't no way. Hold on a minute. Let me read chat. Hold on a second. What y'all talking about? I was thinking that it is her. I mean, I'm thinking it's death, but you're right. It could be control. I don't know. But I can't say that. Because I'm like, now you two look more kept up, but at the same time, that's not always the case. Yeah, actually, no, because she's always had... I think Control always has the personality of someone that is, like, very in control. And it's very kept up with herself. Like, she wouldn't look this, like, messy. Control Devil wouldn't look like that, is the thing here. Unless, if that's what you're talking about here. But, let me see. Bookie shows on the part 2 art, so he has most likely come back as the final art. Really? True final boss of Yoru? Look, if he actually decides to bring Bucky back like this, I'm just gonna tell him right now, it becomes a comedy. Cause like, bro, what? Like, he's like, I'm gonna be the one to stop the goddamn war devil. Like, wait, what are we talking about? The Death Devil has finally made her appearance. Okay, yes, I'm saying this is definitely Death Devil. It could also be her way of saving people from the pain that is life without Bucky. Without Bucky. Yeah, don't forget it. No, don't forget, though. Without Bucky, life is painful. Facts. Facts, all right? Go for your lives. It's either the Death Devil or a new Control Devil. I mean, it'd be weird if it's a new Control Devil, because, like, don't they... I mean, they do grow up, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, like, I mean, I don't know how the transfer really works, so I can't really say if it's a fact or not. I don't know, because, like... You know, but again, that goes back to the theory that what did the Control Devil die in the real world, went back to the devil world, back to hell, died there instantly, and then came right back. Like, do they get to choose their age? Like, how does that work exactly? Because I don't understand this transfer process, how this works. If this is the Control Devil, but I don't think that's the case here. I really do think this is the Death Devil, and this is the swerve I'm thinking we're getting here, is that the fact that she's actually trying to save humanity because there's something worse for humanity, which is Yoru, apparently, that's happening here, and we don't realize this. And so when that swerve happens, we have to probably take out Yoru. Like, but Yoru's the main character. But do you really want to take out Asa? Like, you know what I mean? Like, these problems come in where there are emotions that are high in this situation. So I wonder if that's what we're doing. But because we're thinking this, that makes me think that's not what we're doing, because, you know, Fujimoto doesn't do the obvious. So I don't think that's what we're doing, though. Bring in another girl to ruin Denji. Oh, yeah. Come on, Peach. Come on, Peach. Look. Denji can't help himself, man. A girl comes by, it's over for him. Okay? Over for him. It's bad. It's bad. So the prophet said, great king of terror. It was never said that it was death. It could be all... Yeah, exactly, Ting. Because they know it never specify who. So it can literally... look, the swerve could actually not even be freaking Yoru. It can be Fami. like there's still so many things we just don't know that... Like, because all the sisters are here, so it can be either one of them suckers. It's like we don't know. You know, she looks like this because she's lost so much control. You got a point, Desto. I mean, give or take, like, she's lost herself and she's going back and forth and dying like this. We'll keep that in the back of our minds. That's not a bad idea. I'll keep that in the back of my mind just in case, because that could be what's going on here as well, too. So there's still potential for this to be the Control Devil, but I just don't know how the whole spawn rate stuff works and how they can get it to a certain age, or what it entails. Like, do they actually grow up? Like, I don't understand what we're doing exactly. But I know, like, again, Makima, like, lived a good long life for the most part, you know? So she grew up. Is a thing here, because he was there as a child and all that. So I'm under the impression that they have the same type of, like, aging process until I guess the body stops doing that, because obviously, you know, once they're an adult, they're an adult. So I don't know. So Nayuta didn't grow up that quick. That or Nayuta copied Yoru and made a contract with a random girl, so she's probably the Death Devil. I mean, what a twist. Because, again, we all kept saying, or at least I was saying, I was coping, that Nayuta could still be alive. The fact that there is this other person or other whatever that's creating copies of other people only solidifies that thought that Nayuta's still alive in some way. I feel like she's not dead. I just don't think that's the case here. Which, again, brings back all the sisters being here at this one time, which is, honestly, probably unheard of, like, to have all the sisters in the same area this close together in proximity. So, like, this is already a problem just by itself with all of them here. So I'm just saying, I still think she's still around. I don't think she died. And for all we know, Naito could, in fact, be a problem. I mean, if you think about it, when she was talking about humans, she didn't really like them like that. She only didn't do anything because of Denji. Because of Denji. Now, if she could be unhinged and think that Denji's dead, for all we know. We don't know what she knows, if she's still alive, right? And that was what the chain that'll break the camel's back. That could be what Baron was trying to do this whole time. It wasn't to actually deter and throw Denji a foot. It's actually to throw Nayuta a foot and to get them into this position to have this type of power struggle going on. Like I said, there's so many ways we can go here. that I'm not 100% certain where we're going exactly. So here for the Death Devil to show before her welcoming ceremony. I mean, very true, but at the same time, maybe that's not what she wants, because she's trying to save humanity, so she had to come sooner in order to prevent this. Prophecy also mentions Mars, who is the god of war in some mythologies. Oh, really? Really? Interesting. Again, keep that in the back of your mind, because maybe that it could go back to that. You don't know much about the reincarnation, so I wouldn't say it's not possible. That's what, yeah, exactly, right, team? We don't know. We only speculate of, like, what could be, but we don't know how this whole thing works. We don't know. Like, they can easily come back as an old man. Like, they don't always have to be in a female body. That's so kind of funny about this. Like, all of them are just like, they're all women, but it's like, they don't always have to do that. It's like, like, I don't know what the requirements or the rules are, but we just don't know a lot about hell and what the demons, like the devils, even do exactly. Like, how they coexist and what kind of stuff, like, what is their system is the thing. We don't really know much. High school student with when Max and Yuto's growth in part 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, yeah. When we get a transfer student, this is academy school. Which is weird to even get a transfer student. Look, you do not see the freaking state of the world or in Japan right now. Like, where they're at in their vicinities, they get a transfer student. Like, what? There's so much death and destruction going on right now. Why are you going to school? Like, you should be evacuating. What? Like, come on now. So was the Makima original thinking saving humanity is the same with this girl? That's true. That is true. That is very true. But I mean, I feel like it was a very skewed way of saving humanity, though, right? She was kind of like Madara. How Makima is. If you know Naruto, Madara wanted to save the world too. He understood that at the end of the day, humans gonna fight. He's been living on the world for far too long, and he understood after all this time, wars kept constantly happening, fighting just kept breaking out. No matter how much peace we had, the fight will still happen, and so he had to think of a plan to prevent that from even ever happening again. And that's why he came up with the Moon's Eye plan. I won't spoil everything about that when it comes to Naruto if you haven't seen it, but that's kind of in the same way of what Makima was trying to do. She wanted to be the freaking king, basically, and the higher up, the main person to control all of this to make sure that we're not having any actual issues anymore. I understand the sentiment, but like at the same time, that's not freedom, obviously. That's not being able to have your own choices. You're not then truly living because you're living through based off of what deems you to even do. Like, you know what I mean? That's where the problem comes in with all that. That's not really saving it at that point. It makes sense that this is the school arc and probably going to be a school festival. That has to be. I mean, it has to be the final. But yeah, exactly right. I guess the school arc has never ended. We're still in it right now. It never went away. We got both the current student and a school festival. Exactly right. Classic anime tropes, bro. All at the same time. That is supposed to be the eldest sister, so not much of a one. Yeah, Oni-san type personality. Oni-san. I mean, that's very true. She's supposed to be the older sister too. So, like, as I was saying, like, I can't say. I don't know. That's why the whole control devil thing. I don't know if that could be the case here with this. I mean, your mind is a weapon. I mean, yes, but that's part of the reason why through Makima, your mind's not gonna be doing. You're not gonna be doing anything. So, I mean, I get that too. So, I guess that's the way. That's why you want to control that. It's not like I don't understand like the sentiment, but between Makima and Madara, but at the same time, I feel like it still causes more issues than it helps. I feel anyways. I'm not sure how I feel about Konobi. Wait, about Deppy and Konobi 3.0. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I need you to elaborate. Makima is slightly less hotter version of Madara. Wait, you mean we said slightly less, so it's not too far off. And Madara's hotter? What? All right. She ain't some male world isn't in his daily life just more extreme. Or except I mean I get it. Like the soldiers in World War II thing. I mean I get it. I'm just saying like because like we don't live in that world. I don't know how the regular citizens cope with the day-to-day life as they do. You're living with devils every day. People still procreate. They out here still living, doing the 9 to 5, all that. but they can die literally anytime. And that's like any life. Like life in general can be like that, right? But like there's a higher chance. You walk outside and be like, oh, I'm late for work or late for school. Got a bread in your mouth, you running, you get freaking sliced in half because a goddamn scissor devil comes by and says snip snip. You know what I mean? Like it just happens, bro. You got the same personality. It's going to be. It's like a third time Fujimoto. He was the kind of character. I mean, she's just shy. It seems like I would wait before we judge her character just yet. Only because she's just shy looking right now. I don't know if I can say she's Konobe 3.0 now. Like, depending on how we go about her character is whether or not I would agree with you. Right now, we don't know enough for me to really say that just yet. Just yet. I'll wait a second on that. People die anytime in the world. Devil is just a rabid dog that can all people. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you die at any point in time, really, for real. But, like, I'm just saying there's a higher chance, right, than our world, for instance. You know what I mean? Like, these suckers, like, they're living in constant literal fear because there's just things out there that are just right there. Can knock on your door even. You can be at home, chilling, watching TV, and boom, tomato devil here. How you doing? Like, okay, look at page 4. Look how scared Asa is. It's definitely nothing normal what you're always planning. I don't think it's just eternal war. She never has a scared eyes before. Yeah, no, you're right. You are right about that. That's all I'm saying. It's hard to say what the heck exactly is what it is, but like you can look at it. Like, there's like nothing there actually as I'm looking at it. Yeah, for you, like it's like I won't say empty, but like there is a very this terrified look on her face. I will say. Her left hand also shows her behind bar. She's a prisoner of her own body. Oh, wait, what? Hold on, man. Hold on a second. Let me see that. Let me see what you're talking about. You said the last one? True. Hey, yo, that is a good panel, actually. I see what you're doing, Fujimoto. You're kind of cooking right there. Okay, nice little touch right there, Go Sav. Well, she's like Asa and has another devil inside of her. I mean, that's why we say she could be the Death Devil in of itself. That's what we're saying here, potentially, right? I mean, we'll have to wait and see on that. Oh, she has white hair since the Death Horseman usually is. Yeah, I like to think so. I mean, we can't tell, obviously, because it's black and white, right? But there's a high chance it could be white hair, just given how it looks. So, I don't know. I like her design. If this is the Death Devil, I do like her design at the end of the day. Like I said, she's very timid and shy, so I'm just hoping that she isn't a Konobe 3.0. We don't need a bunch of characters like that. I will say we need to veer away from that. Oh yeah, Denji knows a lot of things about just being inside in general. Okay, go Tab. Two personalities is just a war devil thing, since you always have to have two sides of up. Yeah, exactly. I mean that's very true. And you said at the end of the day, there's only one victor, and they make the rules. So. Ultimately, like I said, it's hard to tell what it is that Yoru is trying to plan here. All I know is humanity's extinction is on the precipice. It is there. And that would only make her that much stronger if that were to happen to begin with. I mean, again, we still don't know what Fami's whole deal is, but it's not like she has any time. She has no momentum or no type of stakes of stopping Asa in this particular ordeal, or Yoru in this ordeal, right? This would only strengthen Fami for this point to actually happen. That's why I'm saying, like, Fami's still a player in this and could still be masterminding this whole situation because she knows how her sisters are. And she might even know how Yoru just is a power-hungry kind of person and wants that type of power. So she's maybe, like, feeding into that a little bit to be able to power herself up to be the actual big boss after all this. So, like I said, don't rule her out yet. Don't rule her out outside of what Yoru's trying to do. Because as we've seen this many a times, Yoru always ends up, like, failing in some ways. That's the only thing she kind of has in common with Asa here, that they be fumbling when the moments are big, right? So we'll have to see here. He was let down, definitely not being hot as fuck. Look, man. Look, not everybody gotta be a bombshell, man. And who knows? Maybe she has a split personality. Maybe she's all timid and scared and shy at first. But then flip the switch She pulls her hair back like freaking Aizen, takes off the glasses. Well, she don't have no glasses, but you know what I mean? Like, she pulled that thing back and she's like, boom, now she hot. You know what I'm saying? Now she rivals with all the other, I don't know, okay? I mean, you know how these anime characters be like just switching it up all of a sudden? Is one little thing, boom, now they hot as heck. Like, come on now. Look. Like, one had yellow eyes, Zero had orange, family has red. Interesting, actually. Interesting detail. I'm kind of curious what I need her on a cover page or something. I need to see some color on this character. I'm curious what her eyes look like then, because that would be the biggest tell of what devil she is. Then basically, right? Her eyes will tell us what's going on. So if we get a color spread at some point, that'll be very nice. And if she's on it, we will then know. I thought Death would look older than Madara. It's almost as hot as Madara. What are you talking about? Okay. Purple eyes would be nice. We haven't seen that yet. I mean, I don't know if we want to do that, because, like, would that not look like the freaking, not Mangekyo, the Rinnegan? Would the eyes not look like the Rinnegan a little bit? Because the Rinnegans have the same, like, 2 little circles and a dot in the middle and all that. Like, would that not look like the freaking Rinnegan? I don't know if they want to do that. That's a little too close. Since we're talking about Naruto right now, I don't know if that would be the best thing here when it comes to the color scheme. It would be nice to see, but I'm just saying. I'm gonna slip. Oh my freaking god! So, older than Makima. She should be, right? Or maybe they're all around the same age. To be honest, but, like, we don't really know. Like, at the end of the day, what their actual exact age is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't it not look exactly like that? Because, like, it's like, that'd be a little too close. I mean, it's not the first time other mangas have taken certain things from another. Like I said, like, again, there's Guild Art and freaking Fairy Tail that looks exactly like Shanks. And it's just so happens in One Piece how that all fits together. But I ain't gonna say why. This ain't a One Piece review, okay? But it's just funny to me. So overall, this is a very good chapter, though. I enjoyed this chapter. I like the fact that, I mean, I guess ultimately where we're going to be still setting up, got to remember this. I think at the end of the day, Denji's going to have to take out Yoru, though. I think Yoru's going to have to die, which means Asa's going to have to go, which means my theory from way back when is going to be correct, which I'm going to be glad I did. I'm going to go find my clip. I'm going to save that so I can then refer back to it when it actually happens. And I'm like, look at this. I said this back in chapter freaking 99. I said this about her, and therefore I called it. All right, we gonna do that. We gonna do that. Weird War is only one that's a bird. Well, I mean, I can see kind of why that's the case here, because, like, aren't birds in general, like, kind of, especially it's not even just a bird, it's an owl, if I'm not mistaken. So they kind of deal with, definitely oversee like destruction and devastation all the time. I remember in Attack on Titan, which is another reference of an anime, in I think part 4, if I'm not mistaken, we have Falco looking up in the sky, and you see a bird, like, overseeing, like, all that war and destruction and stuff. Like, birds always have the overview of what all this war and destruction is. So, I mean, a bird metaphor is always, like, a good thing to kind of showcase what war is all about. The devil controls people who are close to death, and this is just one of her bodies. Like, maybe this girl is just lost it. I mean, so if you go by that theory, though, which is kind of funny, this still kind of ties in to the theory that I was talking about, how Konobi could actually have ties with the Death Devil, and everybody has, like, a contract with the Death Devil. Like, this might not even be full on. Like, this could be maybe her main body, but, like, at the end of the day, like, there could be people contracted in some ways to have that kind of, like, connection to the Death Devil in that way. That would kind of go into that kind of, like, theory here, if that's the case. If we're doing that, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, though. I wouldn't be surprised. Denji needs to smash Asayoru. He won't offer. What if that's how you offer? Think about it, Ghost Tab. Think about it. That's how you do it. There you go. That wraps it up, brother. I think Yora was a bird because she's the only one that got in that weekend of a state. That was also true. Well, that's the saying. Like, the only other devil we've seen that got into a weakened state like this is Pochita. Vegeta's form isn't this freaking, where are you? Vegeta isn't this form all the time. Like, this is what we see because it's the weakened state of Vegeta. Whatever the actual form is that there's a whole different thing going on there, right? The devil looks completely different than that, obviously. So, we truly don't know what the actual form of what Yoru is. Maybe we might actually see this. It's hard to say, because I don't know how we're going to do that, if that's the case. I mean, unless we get inside of, like, Asa's, like, mind, and we see, like, the actual form of what she is or something. I can see that being the case. That's not impossible. I get birds can be the metaphor of war, but the rest don't have other forms. I mean, that's only because we haven't seen them, because they haven't been to a weakened state. They got erased, or not erased, but they haven't gotten to that point of being that weak is the thing, so we never got to see it. It's Clifford. Chainsaw Devil did eat the AIDS Devil, so Denji smashed Yoru. Could be the end of her. This like I said, put a disease in her. What are you saying? Oh my god. When the white sauce fights back. Let me stop. So I think it was not Yoru's bird form. I think she took over a bird if they can take over humans. That is also very true. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Interesting. Hold on. I mean, that's because, like, yeah, I mean, I assumed, only because you've seen Puchita, I assumed that was, like, the weakened state. Because, I mean, to be fair, War Devil was weak. We know this for a fact. So, it's not impossible to think that way, right? But at the same time, that could easily be the swerve to make us think that's what the form is, but it actually isn't. You have a very good point there. Interesting. Like I said, there's just too much stuff in Chainsaw Man that needs to be explained. And I don't know how Fujimoto is going to explain all this, to be honest with you. Because I need some explanation on some of this. Just like Owl's back then. Look, this is not an Araki moment. Because Araki does that all the time. For JoJo, man will introduce an ability, like, dang, that's a good ability. I like that ability. Then later on, be like, yeah, I forgot about that ability. You know what I mean? Like, he doing that kind of stuff. Fujimoto don't do that. Fujimoto doesn't do that. You want to just put something in there for no reason. I don't think so anyways. All right. Let's turn the world into a Warhammer 40. Yes, pretty much. I mean, like I said, just death, destruction, and devastation. Everybody fighting. She wants to see the world burn, basically, right? She probably likes the state of what Japan's looking like right now. All these chainsaw suckers out here fighting suckers, you know, with the civilians. She's like, yeah, this is the kind of world I want to live in. I want fight or flight all day, every day. Yeah. Back in war, exactly. It's World War. Just go back into that. Go eat your rations. That's the best food right there. You want some roast beef stew? Heat that thing up with some water. Eat that bad boy. Here's the tie grenades, the German shepherds get under the tanks. That's insane. See, I didn't need to know that information. That's just freaking sad. Like I said, like, how you gonna do this to freaking dogs, bro? Wait a minute. Shonen Jump says next week, but Manga Plus says 2 weeks. Oh, here we go. More than likely, it's gonna probably be on a break next week. This is a pretty big chapter. To be fair, we got a bombshell of a chapter this week when it comes to Yoru's true intentions. Not like the audience, like us. I'm pretty sure we all kind of saw this coming. Like, with a raise of hands, who saw Yoru try and destroy humanity or try to use war? Like, she's a war devil. Like, I mean, we're not Asa Mitaka here. We're not gonna sit here and be like, no, we can be friends. We can all hold hands and sing Kumbaya. I don't think he cares about that, brother. That don't work for me, brother. We just had a 2 week jump. I mean, yeah. I'm just saying, like, he been pretty consistent for the most part. I'm surprised he ain't taking more breaks. This man does do that. He does take those breaks. He's the kind of man that will do that. All right. I think that exhausted everything that needed to be said outside of the fact that what I expect from next week's chapter, seeing as we are back at the school, we're actually going to see... I wonder if the next chapter is actually going to have her introduce herself for real. Because she didn't really do it here. So I do wonder if we're actually going to get, like, she is the Death Devil. Like, I hope there's confirmation that she is who we think she is. Right? She has the eyes. So that's a dead giveaway of the character. But we don't know for certain is a thing. Because there could be many different things going on there. So, ultimately, I'm hoping next week's chapter we do get confirmation of the devil that she is, and what she's truly trying to do and what she's trying to save here, for real, right? You know what I mean? More context is needed for what she's saying, and hopefully her character isn't a Konobe 3.0. We don't really need another Konobe-like character, so I'm hoping she has a little bit more confidence when she's able to speak, or whatever the case is. I need something more from her, and maybe I'm hoping we can get a little bit of Fami too, because where is Fami right now? The last we saw her, she was at that cake place. Like, they're getting food. I don't know if she's moved on after that, because she could easily go. No, she went to school. So they could actually, wait a minute, yeah. So these two can have an interaction together. Now I'm thinking about it. So we could see a Fami and potential Death Devil interaction next week. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. It just dawned on me. I almost forgot where she was, but we can actually have that happen potentially, which can then confirm a few things. She was already talking about a celebration and someone coming and all that. So, like, the next chapter should be somewhere in the lines of this. I like to think so. We're gonna get to the score here in a second. Actually, go Sav. Oh, listen to me. My math is off. Manga Plus says the 11th. So, it's next week. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Then we ain't taking a break. Then let's go. The bi-weekly devil did not get us this time. All right, let's go. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. I think you can be friends. Denji wants that cake for real. I mean, he is trying. Don't get me wrong. Look, he understands the assignment if he has to take her out, but he preferred not to, because at the end of the day, we have to admit and accept the fact that this man is a horny man. He's ready to go. All right, he's ready to throw down anytime, all time. Sorry, guys. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And we got carried off. Yeah. It just dawned. I remember now. I give it 7 metal folding chairs out of 10. Things that are worse than extinction. That's true. Isn't the karaoke after this though? Yeah. Yes, karaoke. Yeah. I mean, it's still possible for them to have an interaction though. I can still see that happening, especially considering the festival stuff is getting set up. So, like, we don't know how much time has passed between this karaoke, the Asa, bombshell, and all that, where she could be back at school. You know what I mean? Like, all this stuff can all come in line together, and maybe that's where the interaction is going to happen. So, I'm hoping next week, that's what we're getting. Curious what y'all thoughts are when it comes to next week's chapter. Please tell me in the comment section below, and also live right now. For the rating I give for this chapter, I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. This is a good chapter. I enjoyed this. Definitely not bad. Art actually stepped up, because there's some metaphors, like I said, Go Sap. I like the fact that you brought that up. Like, she's still caged in her body, so you see, like, the bars that's there, and she's pointing out. I mean, it's like a caged bird. So we're talking about owls. Like, owls are also stuck in cages all the goddamn time. All right. But I get 8 out of 10. Yes, we're going to be streaming on Twitch in about an hour from now, I will say. And we're going to be playing some more Coffee Talk. So we're going to be doing that game. I don't know if there's much left on the game, but we'll see what happens. If we beat it very soon, then we'll pivot to something else. But yeah, I'll give it 8 out of 10. One thing we didn't mention is Yoshida said that death is a month away. So why is she here? That's what I was saying before. And that she came early because something is amiss. And if this is the Death Devil, that means she's here early, and also she's not the prophecy of destruction that we're thinking she is. She might be the actual savior that we need to actually have, because someone else is actually more of a problem than even her. Because maybe she herself probably doesn't want to break the status quo of what death is, right? Like, I don't think she's the type of person to try to meddle into the living world's, like, affairs in that sense, outside of people do gotta pass at some point, right? So yeah, there's some things to be talked about still here. Happy end of the Chainsaw Man non-bi-weekly. Well, exactly, right, team? Thank God. Yeah, I did bring that up momentarily. I did. Happy ending equals Buchita and Bucky coming back to life and don't care for the rest. Oh, come on. You should care about the rest. You should care about Asa X Denji, bro. All right? What about that? But Bucky is nice. And if Bucky does come back, I look forward to his return. But all right, guys, can y'all like this stream real quick? So it does help out the algorithm to push it out to more people that are Chainsaw Man fans, so we can all have a conversation about Chainsaw Man. So when I do this, whenever Chainsaw Man comes out, because I do it anytime it does, no matter what I'm doing, a Chainsaw Man review slash reaction will always happen. All right, be prepared for that. Always, I'm here for you. Okay, so like the stream. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we will do this all the time. And Kagurabachi will probably be out tomorrow, if not Thursday. But so be on the lookout for that as well. And hopefully I can get some other goddamn content out. I'm gonna try. God dang it. All right. So you better drink goddamn water, take your goddamn vitamins, and I will catch you all in the next one. Hey, interactions. Okay, I'll take it. Hey, I appreciate the ghost tab. Thank you. Until then, people, break your door. Yes, only this time.